and social capital are really deeply connected, and yeah, as a
one input to this, because there's already a big group researching on this whole future of money thing, and they're located in the bigger house, some of them, like Jack Huffins, who's running down there. They've made loads of videos, really interesting, which you could look up on Emergent CC Future of Money. And they've made this really great graphic where they say it's about creation of value, storage of value, and access to value.
Wow.
So you see co-working and co-production down here between creation of value and access to value, and all the things we're talking about for social influence, digital currencies, barter networks, and so on.
Top of everything already.
They put it all in perspective,
Yeah.
and they have like built prototypes and so on. They went like to banking conferences, and all the suit guys, and they went there with a group of 20 people and videotaped everything because they wanted to talk to the banks, how they can change the system.
Like this.
Emergency?
emergency.
And it's really great to see them running around this banking conference like, we have this new solution, nobody's interested in it at all, and they really don't want to listen to them. So you find all the videos on the website.
So it's all published on the website?
Yeah.
But we can connect
Sure.
with them. Because I think co-working is so great because we have a practical fields for so many ideas. Also they can use us as testing field or as Versuchskaninchen. Was heißt das? Like if you make also in the cosmetic industries you use the animals for we are the animals for testing.
The guinea pigs.
Yeah.
When you say you're the guinea pig, and what are you talking about? Is it giant week or?
No, it was more a joke. Like in the cosmetic industries, they use animals for testing their new products.
So she meant,
you mean we as No.
But we are not like the animals. We have a voice and we say no. This test we don't want, and this test we are part of.
Yeah. We'll have to communicate with our community really well. If it doesn't work out, they're going to hate you.
But how are you guys using social currency? Or in a way, it's like social status.
Yeah. We haven't
But
started
a positive
yet.
version
We're
of social
experimenting. We
status.
haven't started yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about it a little bit with the hierarchy yesterday.
Yes. Because the shareism whole idea, philosophy is developed by this friend of mine, Isaac Mao. And he's got this website, shareism.org, talking about the whole philosophy of our economy is no longer capitalist and communist, and it's about shareism. So we are stepping into the economy of shareism. So he's writing a book on this, and he's working very closely with Creative Commons, creating this whole thing. So we're just trying to, he also helped us to develop some share as a token currency, but we kind of got stuck somewhere and couldn't go on. So that's why I'm just bringing it to the conference and for more feedbacks.
Have you tried the idea on your community? Have you asked them if they're interested? Or?
Well, before we do this, and I mean, if we have some basic idea about this, we might discuss with the community about it. We haven't got really about it.
You're still
but
thinking
this time, I think, and because I went to Barcelona, and there was so much need and so much demands of connecting with China, I thought so maybe it creates a lot of value to the community. I mean, the first question I ask is, what kind of value does it create to the community? I have to convince them about this first, then we talk about how to do it. So I think this time I'm going to just ask them about their opinion. But it will really, as somebody says, really involve so much knowledge on creating a system like this. I just don't feel like we're very confident in doing it by ourselves.
I think it could be great for startups because, many startups are just based, in one city. So for instance, if I'm talking about French startups, they may be based in Paris, but they have no idea of how to go to the States. And on the other hand, maybe some startups in the States may want to, have a clue about the European market, and they will not be able to pay people in the States because it's more expensive, because they may not be able to find them. But maybe with social currency, they could exchange, advice about how to go on the European market and how to go on the Asian market and how to go.
I heard of some interesting suggestion yesterday as this Foursquare badge theory. So it's like if you're like biggest rank in the military, then you're working all this badge all over your uniform, and then every time you do something, and the community will award you a badge. So you're carrying all this badge, and but some badge may be just very funny badge, and maybe you're like drinker or something, kind of give people a clear picture of what kind of person you are. So if you like hang out, you might go to this person who had this badge. So it's like also a funny way of build a whole profile of that person. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Because it seems like pretty easily there could be some kind of co-working, let's just call it a blog site, with subcategories. Because the co-working site I work at, one of them in Los Angeles, they have a weekly, I was telling these guys, a weekly not job board, but board of what people are looking for. And within 3 minutes of posting what you're looking for, you have solutions. And if that were a global board, but it would need to be categorized because it's too much volume. Like the place is not as important, I think, as the category and the specificity of the content, of meeting your needs.
Yeah. Then I must give input because it was the best idea of my Jelly Week session, because two women, they contribute the idea to make to address in the Jelly Week problems and questions, local problems and questions to the global community. It's like I have this question or this problem, and I started as a Skype session on this time, in this time, and people can enter this conference to give the feedback, give solutions, give ideas, and we will do it. And it's this I think there are many connections between all